Hey there, people. How are you doing today? Welcome to my class, Python for Beginners. Let me begin by saying a few words about myself and this class. Well, I am Amit Gupta from New Delhi, India, and I passed out of BITS Pilani, my college, in 2010 with a bachelor's degree in computer science. For people who don't know, BITS Pilani is one of the most reputed engineering colleges in India, and I'm proud that I could be a part of it. For 2 years, I worked as a software engineer and recently resigned from my job to teach and explore some other career options. Well, I have a great fascination for computer programming, and Python happens to be one of my favorite languages. I guess you want to know why. So I won't bore you for long and start by telling you some great features of Python and why you should learn it. Hopefully, this will set you up with enough enthusiasm to complete this course with me at a steady pace. Okay, so throughout my college life, I have worked in C and Java. And although the languages are great and extremely useful and powerful, there's a steep learning curve involved with both of them. Python, on the other hand, is used by professional programmers and has an active developer community around it. It supports both procedural and object-oriented programming, and most importantly, it is easy to learn and to teach. I know you probably do not understand the words procedural and object-oriented yet, but I'll teach you these concepts soon enough. But first, I'd like to give you a proof of why I say that Python is an easy language. Take, for example, a computer program that just prints a hello world on your screen. Okay, so let's do it in Java first. For Java, you have to write something like, this is a Python interpreter where we write our Python programs, and this guy understands what the program is all about and does what you ask it to do. But first, I write this program in Java, the Hello World program, and this will not give you an output because this piece of software that I'm using, it's not supposed to understand Java, but still it will give you an idea of what the program looks like. So here it goes, and then I'll type in. So we have a class hello curly braces public static void main string args curly braces open, then system dot out dot println and hello world. Just the semicolons, and there it is. So this is your program in Java, and let's see what happens if you try to run this program. Obviously it will throw some compilation errors because this software is not designed to understand Java, and there it says there's an invalid syntax in my program. Okay, no problems. So this is a 3-line program in Java, whereas if you try to write this program in Python, all you have to do is to write, sorry about that, print hello world, and that's it. So I run this program. Do it by pressing F5. So I'll just press F5 there. Hello world. Then you don't do you? That's the output. Okay, so this is how simple it is to write a basic program in Python. The print statement says that you want to print something, and the thing in the codes, it says what you want to print. So I want the computer to print "You don't believe it, do you?" And that's what it does. Okay. But another example of how Python aids in the teaching and learning of programming is the syntax of functions, for example. So the main problem centers around the difference between a function definition and a function call. So what is a function? Well, a function is something that does something, in the sense that you write a short bit of code, a module that specifically does a job that you want it to do. So let's say you write a code. Okay, before that, most of the people, by learning their programming, have a difficult time understanding what functions are and what is the difference between a function definition and what's the difference between a function call. And Python comes to the rescue with a syntax that is nothing short of beautiful. Function definitions begin with the keyword def, like this. So I simply tell the students that when you define a function, begin with def, followed by the name of the function that you are defining. Let's say I want to write a function multiply, so this is the name. And this function takes 2 arguments, and obviously when you're going to write a function multiply, you want to provide which numbers is it going to multiply. Let's say it will multiply a and b. So this is the first line of the function. In the second line, you just print the multiplication of a and b, which is a star b. This operator here is the multiplication operator. And now you have to call this function, and it's easy to call this function. Multiply, this provides an alternate 3 and 5. So you're calling the function multiply on the arguments 3 and 5, and let's see what the output is. And it's 15. Voila! This is how simple it is to write functions in Python, my dear friends. Does that get you excited? I guess. So the thing that is great about Python is that it provides a really nice balance between the practical and the conceptual. Since Python is interpreted, beginners can pick up the language and start doing neat things almost immediately without getting lost in the problems of compilation and linking, which happens a lot when you're starting to learn C or C++ or Java. Furthermore, Python comes with a large library of modules that can be used to do all sorts of tasks, ranging from web programming to graphics. Having such a practical focus is a great way to engage students, and it allows them to complete significant projects. However, Python can also serve as an excellent foundation for introducing important computer science concepts. Since Python fully supports procedures and classes, the same class example you saw in Java, you can write something similar in Python as well. So, since Python supports procedures and classes, students can gradually be introduced to topics like abstractions, data structures, and object-oriented programming, all of which are applicable to later courses on Java and C++. So friends, I guess I've talked a lot about Python, and now let's set you up an environment where you can start writing your own programs. So Python is an interpreted language, and you need an interpreter to interpret your program. You might be getting a little confused about, what the hell is an interpreter? Well, think of an interpreter as a guy who understands what you write in Python and converts it into something that a computer understands, sort of like a mediator, a guy who translates, let's say, French into English. He understands French, he simulates the meaning and converts it into English. That's what an interpreter does. Another analogy would be like, you eat your food, but the body cannot directly absorb nutrients from the food. It has to break down food first. And think of an interpreter like the guy who breaks down your food and then converts it into something that your body can absorb from. Okay, so let's get started. So first you need to download this Python interpreter, and I'll open up on my browser, and this is my browser. So I'll just type here Python idle download. So the idle is the name of the interpreter, and you see this download Python thing, and get it. Click on this, and now click on the first thing you see, download Python 2.7.3 Windows installer, and you click it. And so I have already downloaded it on my desktop, and you can see it here. It's reading 2.7.2 because I downloaded it from somewhere else, but then it should be the same thing. The version is different though. So let's try run this installer, and I run it, and it says whether you want to change, repair, remove Python. Well, I guess since I already have Python, it's showing me how to remove it and repair it. We'll probably just I'll remove Python, and maybe I'll just do it again. But then I have some files on my desktop. Let me just back them up, because I didn't know this was going to happen. 2.7 I have, and I have some files here which my practice. So it's my practice folder. Let's try to take the backup of this thing first. Copy it, paste it somewhere, useful location. So I'll just try to remove Python from here, and I'll install it with you guys so that you don't feel left out. So this should take a couple of minutes, yes. Okay, it's doing something. Blah blah blah. Fast popping shortcuts, and maybe another minute or so. I think we should be done. By the way, this class assumes that you don't have a great experience in programming, because that's what I'm going to teach you. And also there will be some experienced programmers out there who are watching this video right now. Don't be disappointed, guys. You learned something from this class, I promise you. And well, so this class would be supported with homework problems and assignments, which you can send to my email address, and I will evaluate them. And instead of having PowerPoint presentations and stuff, I decided to get some I have some notes prepared for this class. So I'd probably take I'll scan those pages and convert them into PDF, and let's see if that works, or we can change it according to what you think and And let's see, if you don't find that useful, we can have typed in notes. But then typing in is a little cumbersome, and I thought we could avoid it since writing on the paper is much faster, and I have sort of some notes already prepared for this class. So let's see. So this is being finished. This is finished uninstalling, and now let's run it again and let's see what happens now. Yeah, so this is probably the screen that you will be seeing. Select whether to install Python for all users, or even install it for all users, and check the default paths already exists. You want to override. Okay, hello. Let me just clean up my folder there. So Python 2.7 folder now. Probably want to just clear it up. Okay. This is gone. Shouldn't be a problem now. Do next. Next. And it starts installing Python. Okay, we should be done soon, guys. So yeah, I was saying that it will be supplemented. This course will be supplemented with programming assignments, as well as I'll be providing you notes, and you're free to send any feedback, and accordingly, based on your feedback, I can change certain things on the fly. So guys, be generous with your feedback. Yeah. And with this, after this installation is done, I'll be done with video number 1 for this course, and next time we'll start with some programming. It looks like it's done. Okay, I hit the finish button, and well, strangely I don't see any icons here on the desktop. That's okay. So I go to this, see, I have filed Python 2.7, and what is this cool thing? Okay, this is not what we want. Okay, we'll have to find the launcher for this thing. I'm just looking for the launcher for this thing, for Python. Looks like I'll have to search for it. Let's see if it's there. And I can file. It's a batch file. And we have it, the Python shell. Okay, we'll get started. What you can do is you can take this file, and I had it pinned on my taskbar. Yeah, so there it is. I'll launch it from there, or you can just have a shortcut on your desktop. And guys, see you around in the next video. Yeah.